Yo. Yo, yo. I said, yo. Yo, yo. I said, yo. How's everyone doing? So I'm reading the internet. I don't want to read Bloomberg because I fucking hate Michael Bloomberg. I think he's a piece of shit. I happen to scan the fucking globe every day and can't help but notice some of his bullshit. And I'm just like, a Michael Bloom bitch. Yep, Bloom turd, fuck this dude. His media is reporting that Italy has reported, let me quote this shit. What does this shit say on Bloom Turds Network? Quote, Italy reports lowest new virus infections in almost 3 weeks. And that's by a Justin Folane. Yeah, I cited the motherfucking title, header, article. Yeah, the title of the article, the headline, the lead in journalism right here from the Bloom Bitch Network is, quote, Italy reports lowest new virus infections in almost 3 weeks. What a coincidence. Because yesterday, New York reported something similar. So what's happening, huh? What's going on? By the way, I'm One Sir Grow. This is C4CW casting 495 celebrities worldwide. If you are true fans of this show, then IWE495 most certainly appreciate you. I mean, I could have gotten this headline from some other fucking network. It's just the first one that popped up. I don't give a shit about Michael fucking Bloomberg. I don't give a fuck about his network, his newspaper, his media shit, or any of his fucking shit. That dude's a fucking has-been in my book. Like I said, I just went to the Smart News app, which quite frankly, I don't even like the Smart News app. A lot of it is just liberal bullshit. And they got that liberal shit pinned. And then they try to pretend like you can get both, like the left and the right. Well, if that's the case, then why do you have the liberal shit pinned, motherfucker? Why's the liberal shit pinned? Oh, yeah, because that's what you want to do. You want to subject people to the liberal shit. They got to read the liberal shit. That's the first shit they have to see when they come to your fucking page, right? Well, fuck you then, man. And fuck the Smart News app. Fuck the Smart News app. Yeah, I've got it. I still use it because I like to see what the left is doing so I can keep an eye on the left. So I can fucking keep surveillance of the left and the bullshit that they fucking do and that they attempt to do. Yeah, I said so. I don't read a whole lot of their shit, but enough to know what's up in terms of the left agenda. Yeah, these leftists, these socialists, fuck them. So, think about the numbers in Italy and China. Back to back. Yesterday was 5 April 2020. Today is 6 April 2020. What a coincidence. Numbers dropped in New York for the first time since the shit started. And now Italy. What does that tell you? This shit is on a timer. It's a virus that fucking dies like a housefly dies at some fucking goddamn point. How long does a goddamn fucking housefly live? How long does this goddamn coronavirus COVID-19 shit live? Evidently, it's dying. And it fucking should. Fuck the coronavirus. Listen, I've never downplayed it. Ever. Never, ever. Because I know whether the shit is natural, it's just of nature, or it's man-made. I said man-made, or woman-made, or human-made. Regardless, the shit's engineered. It's engineered to look like some other shit, and it still has a lifespan. Point is, man, it's obvious that something has changed in terms of the numbers. So, look, I don't extrapolate. I'm not extrapolating. And I'm not trying to speculate too much. 2 days in a row. 2 days in a row. And you see how in different parts of the country in the U.S., the temperature is rising. Don't you think that's probably happening in Italy as well? California has low numbers. I mean, I could go on for 10 minutes. Why? Don't you see the pattern? I see a fucking pattern. Now, how long is the left media going to play up the hype? How much are the... Oh, and by the way, the reason I turned on the podcast in the first place was not just that. I also wanted to point out, man, if any of you out there, and I can't give any kind of legal business tax advice, medical business, what have you, advice, but it was stated on the radio today on the conservative news network that you might be, if you're someone who's not using direct deposit and you're expecting a government stimulus check, you might be waiting until August if you're not providing a direct deposit account. Paper checks, August. April to May to June to July to August. 4 motherfucking months approximately if you're waiting for a paper check. Why does the government want to do you like that if you're someone waiting on a paper check? I don't know, man. I don't know. Other than the government entities that handle the IRS and the disbursement of the checks and the distribution of monies that are supposed to go to those folks, people behind it are just pieces of shit. They're just fucking liars. Have you seen the pork? Seen the pork barrel? Have you seen the shit that Nancy Pelosi and her fucking crew in Congress did? Have you seen it? Do you know what I'm referring to? Do you know what I'm talking about? I'm talking about how this bitch, look at this shit, man. It's despicable. Some Americans are starving. Some of them are actually starving to death. And I said to death, okay? Not everyone has access to a food bank. Not everyone has the same type of resource access. Listen, starving Americans. And this is what Nancy Pelosi, this is why I have never been a Democrat or a liberal in my lifetime, ever in space-time, in the space-time continuum. I have never, ever been on the fucking left in any way, shape, or form. Check this out. Let me go to this activity here. Right here. The emergency stimulus package. Okay? Listen to what the fucking left wrote before they could get any type of stimulus package agreement. Okay? Before the left. I'm talking about the left. When Nancy Pelosi held it up. When she's like, no, you know what? Americans who are starving to death, they're going to have to wait for me. I have to play my Hunger Games. Before anybody eats, because we've shut down their economy, some of them thriving business owners, we've shut it down for our own self-interest, our own selfish self-interests. Before we actually do this thing, this is what we're going to need to have. Keep in mind, this is while babies are dying, children are dying, husbands and wives, grandchildren, children, senior citizens are fucking starving to death. You know how you hear in the news about how politicians, like whomever, receive death threats? I personally don't give a fuck. This is what these motherfucking enemies of America, such as Nancy Pelosi, demanded be in the stimulus package before they ever even signed off on the shit. Listen to this. Smithsonian Museum Institution, $7.5 million. Kennedy Center. Listen, these are physical brick and mortar fucking buildings, facilities. Okay, this is not money that's going to feed anybody. This is not money that's going to feed anyone. I don't know how anybody could be on the left after hearing this shit. Kennedy Center, $25 million fucking dollars. Before I move my operation to here in New York, I used to drive by the Kennedy Center all the fucking time. The Kennedy Center doesn't need 25 fucking million fucking dollars. National Endowment for the Arts, 75 million goddamn dollars. National Endowment for the Humanities, 75 fucking million dollars. Corporation for Public Broadcasting, $75 million. Not a dollar going into anyone's family to feed that family at this point. Institute of Museums and Libraries, $50 fucking million. International Disaster Assistance, $258 million. Of course, that goes to gear, desks, paychecks for people who are bureaucrats. We're not talking about feeding anyone. Mitigation and refugee assistance. Refugees, not even Americans. $350 million fucking dollars. The goddamn Peace Corps, $88 million to a bureaucracy. Not a single apple or banana or pear or peach or plum or fruit for a child or a senior. Amtrak, $1 billion fucking dollars. Yeah, that's what it says. It says $1 billion for Amtrak, for a fucking train, for a goddamn fucking train. If Amtrak were so important, don't you think someone like Bill Gates or Elon Musk would have donated that fucking money? Again, not a single nutrient of food going to a human being. Nancy Pelosi, Adam Schiff, Gerald Nadler, Mark fucking Zaid, and his fake whistleblower. All of these people playing games with the American people, trying to overthrow the Donald Trump administration. None of them were working on national strategic assets, stockpiles of equipment, medicines, drugs, ventilators, or anything in a post 9/11 world. They're all corrupt to the fucking core. And when I hear in the news, when I read in the news that they receive death threats, I don't give a fuck. All they wanted to do was overthrow the Donald Trump administration. All of them. Each and every fucking corrupt one of them. Native American programs. $300 million fucking dollars. Who knows who that's really going to? Because they told you were going to get your stimulus checks. It's now 6 April, and you still haven't even gotten a measly, schmeasly fucking $1,200 for those of you who are waiting on that money. And they signed off on that shit a long fucking time ago. What takes Washington fucking D.C. so goddamn long to push a button and put money in the taxpayer's account? Oh, they can take your fucking money from you in a heartbeat. But sending you money? Oh, it takes forever and a day. So much for a national emergency for people who get paper checks. They're in no hurry to get you a fucking penny in your pocket. You know why? Nancy Pelosi needs money to go to the Kennedy Center to before you. And the Smithsonian before you. And the National Endowment for the Arts. And the National Endowment for the Humanities. And the Corporation for Public Broadcasting. And the Institute of Museums and Libraries. And International Disaster Assistance. Mitigation for refugees before you. for non-fucking citizens before you. Read the writing in the goddamn sky. They don't give a fuck about your human life. I don't know how anyone could be a Democrat or a liberal. Native American programs. Who fucking knows who that's really going to? If they can't even get you a check, 1,200 fucking goddamn peanut dollars within a reasonable time frame. It's all made up. You have to wait. Waiting game. But they can send you a fucking bill in the mail that says that you owe fucking the IRS. Well, they could do that in a nanosecond. But they can't send the money the other way. You know why? It's a big fucking game. These people are not people. They're reptiles. They're snakes. They're fucking vipers. They're demonic. If you can't understand that, if you can't wrap your fucking mind around that, there's something seriously fucking wrong with you. Don't you ever ask me why I'm a Republican. Why I'm a conservative. Nancy Pelosi, AOC, Squad, Rashida Tlaib, Adam Schiff, and James Comey, and Robert Mueller, fake-ass senile, and Andrew McCabe, and Nancy Pelosi, all of them should be in goddamn handcuffs! Do you not fucking hear me?